My Tracing Homer video did pretty well. I had 250 subs when I uploaded this. So naturally, I'm doing it again. But I'm not a one-trick pony, okay? I'm not gonna milk the cow dry. I'm not gonna beat the dead horse. That said, I will probably do this a few more times if they do well. Just gotta space them out a little. The most requested character for me to do next was Peter Griffin. Yeah, I went with option A. And I think that's the most natural progression from Homer. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna trace Peter, then trace the tracing, trace that tracing, so on and so forth. Apologies if my voice sounds a bit messed up right now. I have a bit of a cold, but it's not too bad. All right, well, let's get to it. Time for tracing number 1. I think this is more complex than Homer. Yeah, I'm actually pretty sure of that. But I'm gonna time it, see how long it takes, because Homer took me 3 minutes. Let's see how many times I undo these lines. Okay, that's good enough to me. Also, I turned down smoothing, so I hopefully don't get those insane smoothing glitches. You know, I think even the first one is not gonna be pretty, but it'll be, I think upon zooming out, it'll look pretty accurate. Oh god, I'm undoing too much. Just need an okay line. That was pretty bad, but I'll take it. Holy crap, that was 6:30. Holy crap, Lois. I can't do an impression, I'm sorry. By my calculations, that would take 54 hours. Which, by golly, I am not willing to spend on this. Yeah, I think this is gonna devolve significantly faster than Homer. All right, let's see how the second one turns out. I think it's gonna get pretty bad, even on this one. I already don't know if the air is supposed to stick out of the head, or in it, or line up perfectly with the edge. Okay, well, that was 6 minutes. I'd like to lose more than 30 seconds, but I'm sure that's gonna happen very rapidly. I think that still looks pretty decent. That's obviously not gonna last, but let's just keep going and see what happens. Cue the time lapse. Okay, I've just finished the 500th tracing. That took 19 hours, which is 6 hours longer than Homer, but surprisingly fast considering the original projection of what, like 54 hours. I was a little worried I didn't butcher it enough, and it would just be boring. But I'm looking at the first image now, and boy oh boy did I butcher it. My voice is still a bit rough. I had a cold. Well, let's watch the metamorphosis of Peter Griffin. So there's a little bit of the shrinking and going down to the right, but not nearly as extreme as Homer Simpson. Did kind of make a conscious effort not to shrink him too much. He got a lot skinnier. I was kind of aware of the distance between the top of his head and the top of the screen, so I just didn't let that drop to an extreme level. But good grief, his right arm needs medical attention, our left, but his bicep is stuffed into his sleeve like it's skinnier than his forearm. Man, the neck became a very steep angle. He's just so much less curvy overall. He's just flat, skinny, angular. I believe I kept every element. His right arm is really, to me, the most extreme thing. He's actually looking the opposite direction now as well. I knew the pupil started somewhere in the middle. The ear has gone a bit more off-head than it was. A fun game to play is watch one body part and just see it melt. Like the nose, all these buttons. Wow, I have once again melted a beloved cartoon dad. It's funny how much you can lose grip on what the original is supposed to look like after slowly dissolving a character over the course of 19 hours. So someone suggested on the last tracing video that I try to draw the character right after I finish the 500th tracing. So that's what I did. Let's go back to the past and watch that. Okay, I just finished the 500th tracing like 30 seconds ago. So when I said I just finished before, that was a lie because I haven't filmed that yet. But I did just finish and I'm about to try to draw Peter based on my muscle memory of the last 300 butchered renditions. Let's see what I can produce. Oh man, I'm zoomed in so I don't know really the size reference, but I'm just kind of doing what I've been doing. Somehow this just feels very wrong. I think this is like what I've been doing. It looks bad, but it feels in my brain similar to what the last few drawings were. It goes like that. I don't know. Gotta remember this little thing. Oh, the eye needs to be a lot bigger. At least based on what I have been doing. I need to not draw the bottom of that. Doing a little bit of chin. Seems fine. Now this is a little more stretched. Okay. Not forgetting anything. Let's zoom out on that. Haven't zoomed out in many tracings. That looks messed up. But now, what I'm curious about is I'm going to compare it to the last one. Let me copy paste that. Ah, okay. It's not drastically different. I mean, it is, but he's really just kind of stretched himself out, which might be more accurate to the original. I don't know. That's cool. All right, now I'm just going to try one where I actually try to go on model. I haven't seen the original in 6 days or something. Apart from those videos I accidentally saw. But let's just, oh god, let's try and do it. All I know how to do now is the muscle memory, same order body part thing I've been doing. So I don't see how this is going to look any good. Like, I'm not thinking about it, I'm just doing what I've been doing. And it's not good. I haven't been doing any of them zoomed out. So this is weird. This is actually worse than the one I just did. I'm going to rework his right arm in a way that I think it should look. Now, this is probably a little better. Have I left enough room up here? Wait, the air doesn't go out like that. A little hair wave. The eyes. I don't know if that's too big, too small. Maybe he's smiling more than that, but we'll go with it. Iconic chin. The cheek needs to really jut out like that. Okay. I feel like that is more accurate to the real thing. Let's see the last one. Oh my god. Yeah. Chibi Peter. Alright, we're back to the future again. So let's compare these freehand Peter drawings to the actual thing. So this is the one I did based on my muscle memory. And yep. That's about what I expected. Yeah, this one's pretty close to what the 500th tracing actually was. A little thicker, but this is me trying to draw what Peter actually looks like, with my poisoned mind riddled with inaccurate tracings. It's certainly closer, but definitely cursed. He's more plump and shapely in the nicest way. Also, one more thing I wanted to show was the onion skin of the entire 500 tracings. So I'm going to drag this across and see what that looks like. If it doesn't freeze. Holy, oh my god. Why does that look kind of artistic? It looks like I've just taken like a thick painterly green brush and made that, but that's made up of 500 very solid pixely lines. That's cool. Little ghosting effect. It's like he just zoomed in out of nowhere. Well, I suppose that's that. Hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon.